Welcome to the show. It's Davin and Anna live on Facebook, YouTube, all around the world. And we're going to the UK today, so we're going a little bit earlier than usual.
I like going to the UK. You know me.
I know. You're listening to the music of the Floodhounds. We're going to be talking to these guys here in a couple seconds. This awesome indie alternative band right out of Sheffield.
Oh my God. Can you, I'm thinking about my whole, childhood, which of course, had lots of things happening. The earth was drying its crust, and all that stuff. But Heaven 17, Pulp, ABC, The Human League, excuse me, Def Leppard, 4 years dressing like Joe Elliott. Thank you very much. And this is not any different. This is amazing. These people are, they're awesome.
Anyway, I'm super excited to talk to these guys. Listen to this. Kind of reminds me of Black Keys a little bit.
Reminds me of just awesome freaking rock and roll. I just love it.
Yeah, so if you're into that sound, you're going to love our show tonight, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun with these guys. Also, we have Nick Skur on the phone from the Isle of Wight. And he actually helped us find these guys. We're going to get into that in a minute. But right now, we have the American shitstorm going on that is the Trump Comey debacle.
Damn it. I don't have my toilet paper. Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Can I just grab something to wipe myself down with?
Okay, so you've probably been as glued to all the news and CNN updates as we have on our phones. The alerts come over almost like every hour. There's a new twist of this dramatic soap opera that's playing out in American politics.
Right. And now on my phone, even my Amazon Prime will tell me that pencils are on sale, and I'm like, ah! I dropped my phone.
Literally every update that comes up, bring, I'm like, oh God, what is it now? And I'm almost afraid to look.
Right.
And so, but I guess the next thing is we're waiting for him to produce that memo that Comey says that Trump asked him to let the case go against General Flynn, and obstruction of justice and impeachment ultimately is what people are looking at trying to do. And here we go.
I have never been more happier to get a AARP commercial come across my phone this afternoon. I was all about retirement. I was ready. I was like, oh, damn it, I'm going sailing. And what's that? What's that over there? Golf? Oh, yeah, we're going to do that.
Well, yeah, every time the phone rings, oh, please let it be spam.
Okay, so this is incredible. And what's given me? It's given me a history lesson for my kids. My kids have never been so attached to the television like they are right now.
Right.
They know the names of everybody.
They do.
And even the reporters. They're like, oh, yeah, there's Jeff. He's really good. He works outside the White House. He's the one that covered the last. I'm like, what are you doing? What do you mean, what am I doing?
All the pundits' names.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to get into some of that too. But first, I want to bring on our guests. We have the Floodhounds with us via Skype over the internet. And let's see if we can bring them up on the screen here right now. And welcome to the show, guys.
Hello.
Look at you guys. Look at this. This is awesome. So how's the weather? What's going on?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, so I'm sorry?
It's raining cats and dogs, as we say over here.
Right.
Really? Yeah, I would go there in a heartbeat. I'd rather dogs be falling on me right now. Okay.
All right. So we're gonna play your video here in just a second. I want to know, or is it just want to know, right? So we're going to play that here in just a second. And I love the song. But first I want to introduce you guys. Now, Jack, you're there in the middle. You're the lead guitarist and vocals. Yeah? And everybody else, introduce yourselves really fast, because I'd rather you do it than me. You're better.
Ladies first. Go on, Lauren.
I'm Lauren. I'm the drummer.
And I'm Reese, and I play bass.
And you guys together all sound amazing.
Amazing.
And before... and I also want to bring into the picture, we have Nick Skur on the phone right now. Nick, can you hear us okay?
Yes, fine, thanks. How are you guys?
I'm good. So let me see if I can bring Nick's picture up here so everybody knows Nick. Because we've had Nick on the show a few times, actually, and helping us discover all kinds of new artists. So thank you for that in advance, Nick. It's awesome to have you.
And I really did have to tell a couple of my friends that he's real. He really is a real person, and he is in the Isle of Wight. And he's not just a lyric from a Beatles song that I had to, come up with for a bucket list. So I had to really establish that. They're like, is he real?
So Nick, let me ask you this, and we've got Floodhounds also, of course, there. How did you come across Floodhounds, first of all?
We just kind of discovered the Floodhounds about three or 4 years ago. They are a pretty amazing band, really. I discovered them on social media alongside some other bands, and what's pretty awesome about it is that we've all stayed together and stayed in touch over the years, and it's been absolutely refreshing and amazing to watch the Floodhounds develop and grow, and their music's getting better and better year in, year out. So I've been watching a lot of stuff on social media with the Floodhounds are getting into festivals and some big venues, and it really is nice to watch.
Yeah, it's really great. So, guys, I got to ask you a question about this video we're about to play. To I Want to Know. Where'd you guys get the idea to do the video like this? Because it's a really
awesome.
It's a great video.
I love it.
Well, we got the idea because we're too broke to shell out for a proper video.
No, man, don't say that.
So we thought, what we can do is try and
Chop up an existing film.
Yeah. And then, unfortunately for us, I was explaining it to my friend. I just picked a random film, cut it together, put some clips of a gig, and then I was showing off, telling someone how cool it was. And then they were like, "Oh, which film?" And I said, "Oh, Metropolis." And they were like, "Oh, like the Queen video." And I was like, "What?" The Queen video. And it turns out Queen had done it with Radio Gaga, with the same film and everything, but we did it differently. I think.
Of course, yours is far superior to that band, that flash in the pan Queen. Yeah.
No, it's still poignant. It's still good. And you know what that means? I think that it goes a long way to say that you really innocently picked it because it was something really quality that spoke to you. And whether or not Freddie did it first, it meant that you're in the same wavelength. So that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So start making like these hits come to America so I can go to your freaking show. That's all I got to say. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's move it along.
My brother's a film guy. He can edit films really well, so he just did it for free, which was really nice.
Free is the best price. I love that.
It's awesome, man. I love it.
All right, guys. So I'm going to premiere the video right now on our show. This is I Want to Know. You're listening to the Floodhounds, and check them out. And we're going to come right back after the video with more of the Floodhounds and Nick Skur from England here on the Davin and Anna show. Check it out. Yeah.
Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Get a hold of yourself, it's not a lot, but it's the safest way down and the only way out for now. 'Cause I've been here before, always stuck on repeat. Tried to walk out the door, but you caught me and I'm taking my time. Who knows what I'll find? I won't leave you behind 'cause I know it's alright now. I wanna know, why can't you sleep at night? I wanna know, why you're losing your appetite. I wanna know, why you think that it's all alright. I wanna know what you're thinking, there's nowhere to hide. I wanna know. I can see through the fog, but I know that you're there. You were lost in the dark, but I found you now. I'm taking my time, yeah, who knows what I'll find. I won't leave you behind 'cause I know it's alright now. I wanna know, why do you feel this way? I wanna know how to make it seem all okay. I wanna know why you're not feeling right. I wanna know why I've already lost the fight. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Why can't you sleep at night? I wanna know, why
That is incredible. I love that song, you guys. What are you laughing at over there?
I was just laughing because one of my friends was like, she's like, so where did you get this band? And I said, what do you mean, where did I get the band? I have a friend. And she's like, you have like these kind of friends? What? I don't even know if that's an insult or I don't know.
So in case you're just watching, we have the Floodhounds. They're the ones that did that song right there, and a lot of eyes just popped on our show while the video was going. And the Floodhounds are coming to us live from Sheffield, England. They're on the screen over here. So say hi to the world, everybody.
The world.
There they go.
Hey.
There they go.
At least a girl in Oklahoma.
Right. No, it's just fantastic. So tell us your story really quick. You, Nick, we have Nick Skur from Nick's Music Promo also on the phone from the Isle of Wight. Say hello, Nick.
Hi guys, you all right?
That is an authentic accent right there, just so you know. That's not an actor.
Oh, you love him, don't
No,
you?
I do. Nick's one of my favorite people. So to ask you guys, Jack Flynn is the guitarist and vocalist on the band. Also, we have Lauren on drums. And I love that a chick can just play the drums and just wail like that. That is so cool.
Why is that such a big deal to you?
It's a turn on. I don't know. I just got to say that up front. It's really cool. I mean,
Okay, Lauren, come on. How many times do you get that?
Very regularly. In fact, now you mention it, the last gig we played, I had like 3 people say that to me. So.
See? It's like a girl that can drive a stick shift. It's one of those cool things. Mm-hmm. That's all. I'm just.
I guess it's probably the same thing as when I see you scrubbing a toilet. I'm like, yeah.
Yes, that's nice. Compare her drumming to me scrubbing a toilet.
No, it's something that like you pretend like it could never freaking happen that a woman could beat on drums and be better than a guy. And I look at you and I think that this could never, ever happen that you would actually clean a toilet.
Well,
so it's one of those things.
Sadly, she is right about that. Okay.
See what I mean?
And we have Reese Owen also on bass, and you're also equally awesome. I don't want to leave you out of the equation there, Reese.
Oh, right. That's great.
Yeah, to see a guy that can play the bass like that, oh man, that just does it for me.
I can scrub toilets as well.
Yeah, and he does scrub toilets.
All right. Well, you know what? There's a flight coming. It's not United I'm taking, but there is a flight that's going to be going to England. And
so do you guys have any big musical inspirations or anything that brought you to this point where you guys are now as a band?
My favourite bands are Hendrix, White Stripes, Black Keys, like you said.
Yeah.
And then a lot of British bands like the Smiths, Oasis, the Beatles, obviously, the Stones. And then you've got like the Britpop thing.
Yeah, I like sort of the Blur Oasis thing, and even older stuff like the Clash and the Specials.
Oh, yeah.
Old British stuff like that.
Right.
I grew up on a lot of Led Zeppelin and that kind of thing. I think it's John Bonham's drumming that got me into drumming.
Right on.
So how long have you guys been playing together?
About 2 years with us 3, but me and Reese for about 3.5 maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So how did you all meet?
How'd this all come together?
It was all pretty random, like friends of friends really. Like I never the first time I met either of them was when we had a band practice. Like, well, that's not true. I mean, like I think I met you in the band practice because he was a friend of the old guitarist who's since left. But then me and Reese stayed friends.
Isn't that the way it goes?
On a night out, and he just lost a drummer.
Yeah.
And
Still
I was
not
like,
found him.
Yeah, don't know where he went. I was like, hey, I'm a drummer.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how did that go when you approached them? You said, "Hey, I'm a drummer," and then what?
And
Yeah.
then
Well, I think it was a friend actually. You were saying that you'd lost a drummer, and they're like, "Oh, Lauren's a drummer." And then I was just sort of, Jack said, "Would you help us out on a few recordings because they've got songs written, but they've got studio time booked, but no one to play the drums." So me helping them out just went on and on for ages.
which was my plan all along.
Yeah, I'm actually still just helping them out, or if I'm probably, but yeah, we never really officially said
Welcome.
welcome.
So how long did you kind of go on in this sort of probationary period before they finally said, "Yep, she's our drummer. That's how it's this is the band."
Well, we
We're
signed all the papers off. Yeah. Once we signed the papers, it's all good.
What's that?
After the first gig, we were like, well, we're doing a gig now, so this is official. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I was looking. You gave me the video last week, right?
Right.
And I've got like all this stuff going on. So I basically put the earbuds in and do when I can get all the songs in.
Right.
I try to and I got to tell you, is it Bare Bones? Yeah, Bare Bones. That was the one. That was like I was
Your
like,
favorite
oh,
song?
man,
Yeah.
this song is awesome. And so, anyway, I just wanted to tell you, thank you for that. I really love that song.
We usually open our shows with that stuff to try and get people in the groove.
Yeah. No, it's really cool.
Thank you.
So it's I also have to say it's a relief to speak to someone not in this country, given the state of affairs that we're in over here with all the crazy stuff going on. Do you guys watch our politics and just like just go, what the hell?
Not really. Yeah.
No, you don't care. It doesn't matter, right? It's because you got your own things going on.
Very entertaining to watch as well. It's more entertaining than most things on TV at the moment. So.
That's what I think.
We empathise. We've got our own tricky situation going on.
Yeah.
So like England and USA, we're in a strange place right now.
Well, everyone was watching us after the whole Brexit thing, but then Trump happened, so then he was off us, and
He's
now
taken
everyone's
the
watching
limelight
you.
off.
Yeah, he somehow manages to upstage the world with his assholedom.
Well, it's like being in a classroom and you've got like a couple of kids who know are always going to get in trouble, and one
Right.
kid pulls something and he's like suspended, and the other kid's like, oh, and so he tries even harder. That's what it feels like these days. It's like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
just a spitball fight.
What about you, Nick? As far as seeing things, I mean, do you look at us differently now? Do you look at us going, "Geez, these guys are totally effed," or what are your thoughts, if any?
I'm just wondering what he's going to tweet next. I mean, it's quite
right.
It's just pretty crazy to watch. Really, it's certainly entertainment, isn't it? I mean,
well, I think the thing that people don't realize,
TV and dancing behind his dancing on the TV and stuff. It's just like, my God, you know what I mean? What's going on?
well, I think people don't realize is the tweets. Remember, this is the gross part, and I'm going to gross out the world right now. Remember, he only tweets when he's on the toilet.
That's right.
So now you know when Trump takes dumps.
It's literally a Trump dump online.
Because he's dumping with his mouth, and well,
God.
So I think he's making room on the upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like if it pushes down and it goes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
No idea. Who knows? It's one of those things where it's like we're all like watching it and we're all a part of this sideshow and we're like, please let it end. Please let it end.
I choose really healthy snacks because getting into the snack section and watching all day long and pulling crackers, I think that we really should go for more vegetables when we watch so that we're going to get really healthy because it's going to be a long time.
Yeah. Who knows?
I seem to just take out the popcorn every time I see him on TV.
Ban him from the country twice. I'm sure that went to Parliament at one point. Like, we officially tried to ban him, but it didn't go through.
So they officially tried to ban him there? Is that what you're saying?
Like an online petition to ban him from coming.
I remember
here.
that.
Right. Yeah.
I signed it.
Yeah, because it got so many votes, it had to go to Parliament and it had to be discussed in Parliament. But I think all the politicians just had a bit of a chuckle and let it go.
Yeah.
Really? Because they're sensible, perhaps? That's even more horrifying to even say.
Well, they didn't tweet about it at least, so there's that.
There is that, I guess.
Yeah,
okay.
They didn't tweet the vote him up or down, So, well, I always just wonder how other people must view us. Like, you guys must look at us like, geez, you're a bunch of idiots. You guys, you put this guy in office. And
no, I think that they look at us the way we look at them, which is, oh, you poor things.
Oh, you mean not like I wish I could speak that way?
Oh, yeah, I look at that daily. But then I pretend in the shower and it's all better.
Right. So if you guys want to hang around, we always kind of cover a bunch of topics and stuff and get into some really funny things. We're big fans of everything you do. And tell everybody also where they can find you online. Is it floodhounds.com? Is that the best place?
And we've got YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, Facebook. We're on all the
Twitter. All the things,
But floodhounds.com is the website.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. In fact, let me bring up a really nice big picture of you three here. Check this out. Look at these guys. Look at this picture.
That was so serious.
Oh.
What, you don't like that picture?
Yeah, we were really hungover.
We were really hungover.
That's what's raw about it.
That's rock and roll, man.
Look at that. He's like, I have vomit taste still in my mouth. That's why I'm making this face.
So that's a hungover picture of you guys?
It was so cold that day.
Yeah, I do have to say, Reese, you look rather chilly there. Like he's...
I was fairly cold, shall we say.
Because the funny thing is, I know how headshots are. You take like 90 of them to get the right one, and every one he must have been grimacing because of it's so cold, and that's the least grimacing shot.
That was my happiest face through that whole.
Look at him on the right, Reese.
That's what I'm saying. Look at him.
Good day. That's a good day.
Lauren's about to-
And Lauren is
Lauren just said she likes John Bonham. So I mean, a tribute to John Bonham being hungover. What can I say?
Well, I'm just saying. Okay, so on this picture on the right, you have Reese, scowling because he's so cold. Lauren looks like she's sort of questioning some of her life choices a little bit, and then Jack is just all about it. He's like, man, just get this thing done. Because how cold was it that day? What's that?
Jack's blue stealing.
Yeah. Still my blue steel.
Blue steel.
Blue steel.
Well, I mean, you could go blue steel, but when I look at him, he looks like he should have a wand in his hand, and he's right about to do some kind of Harry Potter shit to someone.
You got the Harry Potter thing?
Yeah, look at him. He's like, put a freaking
right,
wand
let me
in front
put
of
it
his
back up
face.
there.
Look at the wand. He's
Yeah?
like at that Patronus. He's just like looking at it, thinking,
Like he's about to stave off Voldemort or something there?
right?
Yeah. I don't know. I think you're taking the English thing a little too far, actually.
I always do.
Yeah. Everything with on it, just so you know, if you ever watch our show anymore, everything eventually evolves and comes back around to Harry Potter or Doctor Who or something that is, English in some way.
Or Cumberbatch.
Or anything Benedict Cumberbatch. It's
in fact, I've learned to not swear anymore. I just use the word Cumberbatch, and everything's better.
Absolutely. So I'm going to move on to some of our stuff that I was going to talk about on the show today. So Facebook, and you guys, you have no idea how much Facebook actually reveals about us without your knowledge. There's been some research done, and based upon the number of likes, when you like something on Facebook, it reveals how well Facebook knows you, right?
Right.
Okay, so you guys kind of stay with me on this.
Okay.
Like, according to this survey, in fact, let me bring up the graphic here really quick so everybody can kind of play along at home as well. According to this survey, according to Cambridge University, if you like just 10 Facebook pages, advertisers, political campaigns know you as well as any colleague that you have that you work with or whatever.
Okay.
If you like 70 things, they know you as well as a close friend. If you have 150 likes out there on Facebook that you've physically gone and liked, they know you about as well as your parents, according to all the Facebook algorithms.
Wow.
And then I know, right? Now everybody's getting all freaked out. And then if you have over 300 things that you liked, about 300 likes on Facebook, they know you as well as your spouse. That's how well Facebook uses their algorithms to kind of pinpoint and target people according to their interests and so forth. So my question is, what do you not want Facebook to know about you?
Oh my God.
What's that, Nick?
Yeah, I just wanted to say to make sure that the band mention about their upcoming events that they've got coming very soon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What do you guys got coming up in the area there?
We've got we're doing like a month of. We've got a residency. Yeah, actually, we've got a band from America coming to support us in London.
Really?
Yeah, they're from Texas, and they're playing with us at the Troubadour in London.
Oh, that's
which
awesome.
is where Jimi Hendrix did his first UK gig, and Bob Dylan as well.
So
And
wonderful.
we're doing 4 gigs there over the summer. If there's anybody in the area, come down.
I'll just slide right over there. That'll be great.
Oh, that's so
We'll put it
cool.
on Facebook, and then you can learn all about it through the Crazy
like
Lights
it.
system.
Right. Are you guys going to stream any of that, or is it just ticket only? You have to just go there and just see it in person live.
Yeah, it's better live.
Yeah, I know it is. I mean, I know that like live streams never do a live band justice, but for us cheap people in Boston that don't want to take the plane, over there, then even though we are as close to you as we could possibly be right now.
Yeah, we could actually.
I mean, we really could. We could do that. I mean, if we had
Really?
if we had some money, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
So we're going to start a Kickstarter campaign to get
that
that
it?
going.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, there's been a Kickstarter campaign for the most ridiculous men's fashion.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah. Rompers.
What are rompers? I don't know what that
Rompers.
is.
Yeah, rompers. These onesies for men
From the 70s?
from I don't know when, to be honest
They used to
with
sell
you.
those in JCPenney and like Sears catalogs.
Right. So have a look at this, guys. I'm going to look at it nice and
I
close
don't want to
here.
look at it. The 70s had enough of them. There's no reason to bring these back.
Yeah.
That could be our next photo shoot.
What's that, guys?
It could be our next photo shoot. It could be the theme
Yeah.
for the next
I
headshot.
think you guys need to start a trend where you come out and do all your shows live in these outfits. you
Okay,
know?
well, can I supply you with...
wardrobe, Davin.
What's that, Nick?
Looks like something out of your wardrobe.
I'm thinking that perhaps this outfit maybe has some butt
Wait a
cream to
minute,
go with
why
it and a
is he
diaper.
Do I see a little beard on that middle image?
The middle one. Yeah, that was
Is
me.
that you, Davin? I'm sure it might be.
Yeah, that was me, Nick.
I
That's true.
really,
Yeah.
really, really think that that is perfect for men.
Really?
Oh yeah. All
Why?
that's missing is the diaper, the butt cream, and like a pacifier.
That's
I
the
mean, look at
worst thing
that.
ever. Who would wear this stuff? I mean,
don't know.
honestly.
I don't know, but that's a new trend.
Well, that's something they're claiming. They spent like $10,000 get it in a Kickstarter campaign, getting this trend up and going. And they're saying people are actually ordering these things, and men are starting to wear these rompers around. I've not seen that yet, but that's what they're saying is actually starting to trend a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I will not buy that
No?
for you or
Okay.
anyone else.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome. All right.
So anyway, so there's that. Okay, now there's another crazy story. You guys go see the movies out there, right? Everybody likes to go to
of
the
course.
theater and see stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a favorite movie? Anything you've seen lately, guys? There?
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I'm trying to think.
I see they go as much as I do.
Okay. So this guy in Texas, he's actually suing this woman that he took on a date because she was texting during the entire movie.
Really?
Yeah, he went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And he
That was a great movie.
He spent $17.31, her price of the ticket for the 3D showing of Guardians of the Galaxy. And she spent most of the time texting on the phone. And then he asked her to leave because she's being so disruptive in the movie. Like, could you go text outside? So she goes outside to text, and then she gets in her car and takes off and leaves him there at the theater because on this date, they took her car. And so, but he's taken her to small claims court, literally suing her for $17.31.
So he should. And so he should.
Yeah, right?
That's really crappy. You sit there and do that to someone.
Well, what kind of guy is this? Okay, honey, we're going to go on a date. By the way, do you mind if you drive? I'll buy the tickets if you drive. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that
I'm
is
just
a
saying-
point. But what if he doesn't have a car? She drove. She's the one who drove, so she didn't have to go. I mean, she could have really backed up and been like, "Oh, you don't have a car?" And I'm sure he came up with a story like, "I don't have a car because I don't know, fill in
Right.
the blank."
I don't know.
You don't know the whole story.
All I'm saying is whenever I see somebody texting in the theaters, I really want to just start throwing shit at
See,
them.
that's the part
Like,
I'm saying
it makes me crazy.
disrespectful. You didn't have to do that,
Right?
and nobody wants to hear you. I don't think.
What, hear me or hear the...
No, hear
you
the
mean-
person in the theater.
Oh, yeah. Well, the texting, you don't really hear that so much as the bright, light comes up in the visual. Because it's just...
We get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right. I don't have to pantomime the whole thing for everybody, I guess. Right?
So you guys, like, I just saw Ricky Gervais the other day. Here, what was it? One of the morning shows had him on, and he's got the
Right.
new movie coming out. And so, is that something like? Do you think that will do well? The Office, he's got that Office, the character from The Office. He's bringing back after years.
I went to see his stand-up show a couple of weeks ago in Sheffield, and he's great. He's a real national treasure.
Isn't he amazing?
He's probably one of my favorite English people.
Oh my English people.
Next to Nick Skur, of course.
Really, of course.
Yes.
But I just thought that
Right.
I saw that the other day, and I thought, what a great, bringing that character back. I just, and I saw the trailer for it, which
Right.
Davin, you have got to see.
Yeah, no, Ricky Gervais is awesome.
He's
one of the best
He's
ever.
just really awesome. So I was wondering about that. If you guys had seen him up there and gone to any of his shows.
Well,
Yeah.
We used to listen to his podcast in the van with the Stephen Merchant, Carl Pilkington one. So when we're driving to gigs, it's either like some loud, heavy music or Ricky Gervais podcast.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no in between. It's like either... Yeah.
No.
Awesome. And so how's it been like touring and because that's really a tough life. I mean, getting used to that, that kind of thing. Are you guys really doing the whole, sleeping in the car thing, or are you kind of elevated to the point where you do sleep like outside the car in the van and the traveling, monkey show?
Which luckily we don't have to travel too far. Like I think we're lucky that England's quite small. So max we'll ever have to drive is 4 or 5 hours. And then usually we've got a friend's house we can crash.
Yeah, we've slept on a lot of sofas and things like that.
Sofas,
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm
that really
super
cuts
jealous
down.
of that. I mean, we live in a small state, but it's like if we want to go to another major city, it's a long, long ways.
No, it's not.
I mean,
Not
aside,
anymore.
Well, aside from the eastern, the major eastern cities, like if we want to go to Chicago or Denver,
you need to
it's like
slow
forever.
down.
Well, they can go in 5 hours across the whole country. I mean, we can't do that unless we're flying, so that's kind of cool.
yeah, I know, but you can be in 6 states in within
Yeah.
5 hours.
That's true.
Which you don't drive to anyway.
I do.
So
I
why are you jealous?
I love to drive. It's one of my favorite things. Oh, welcome to the show where we bicker at each other over how far things are, like an old married couple. Just FYI. So there's a new. This might interest you guys. Being a musical act and everything. There's a new show that's going to be premiering on ABC called Boy Band. As if we need this, Rita Ora and Backstreet Boys Nick Carter and the Spice Girls Emma Bunton, Baby Spice. Yeah, they're going to be the people who are the judges of this new show where people audition and try to become boy bands.
Oh boy.
So it's going to air this summer with 10 episodes, and then shortly thereafter be canceled, of course. But it's going to be something. I don't know if I could sit and stomach a whole boy band competition thing.
Oh, do I have to go? Do I even have to open my mouth and say that? Lauren, are you still there, Lauren?
Yeah.
Lauren, how come the first three letters are BOY?
I know.
Right? I guarantee you those guys don't play their own drums. I promise you they don't.
You see what I mean, Lauren? I mean, do you see what I mean? Of course you see what I mean. You beat on drums all night. What am I talking about?
Lauren, do you use the drums to get your aggressions out? Does it help whenever you
I'm quite generally a calm person, and I've been told that it's probably because I spend so long just like beating the drums, so there's no aggression left for real life.
Okay, besides Tommy Lee.
Very therapeutic. I would recommend it for anyone.
Right. and like I said, besides Tommy Lee, what drummers really have you known throughout history that are, okay, never mind, all of them, never mind. I don't even know where I was going with that.
I've always said that of everybody in any band, the person I would least want to fight would be a drummer.
Right.
Because they have like such good, fast hands and coordination. I mean, you must be... Nick, you like to box. You do some boxing training, don't you?
Sometimes when I can be bothered, yeah.
Yeah. So, of anyone in a band, wouldn't the drummer be the worst one to have to get into a fight with?
It depends what instrument they're using.
No, I mean, I'm talking about just because of their abilities, their fast hands, being able to...
Well, if you got a drummer, that would sting. I suppose if you got like into a fight with someone with a bass guitar, that would be quite painful.
No, I'm not saying they use the instrument on you. I'm saying their physical abilities...
Don't take a bass to the face. You don't want to take a bass to the face.
No, bass to the face is no good. That could be a cool band name, actually, bass to the face.
Bass to the face, yeah, that sounds pretty good, actually. Yeah.
I hear it as a dubstep group. Yo, I'm going to the Bass to the Face show. It'll be awesome.
We have a daughter. She's 14, and I let her go to a concert. But you have to understand that I let her go because it was the freakiest, craziest concert. Great parents went. They were super duper cool people, and they were the mother's a lawyer, that kind of And so they went, and it's an Italian band, right? And they do death metal.
Right.
And so that was her first concert, was last year. She went to go see Epica. Have you guys ever heard of this band?
No.
No one has. Don't worry about it.
No
it's
one
fine.
has. And I was just like, wow. It was wow, all right? And then the other band, they dress like zombies from the 17th century, and they're Italian, and they play death metal. And she was like, yeah, it was really great. I really liked that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a first gig to go to.
Yeah, so that's the bar which was set for her as her very first concert.
Yeah, so that's her first gig. Yeah. So it's like now...
Everything's like, meh, that's nice and easy.
Very bland now.
So you guys want to play a game that we play on the show sometimes?
Yeah.
You want to do the criminal thing?
Sure, let's do the criminal thing.
Yeah, this is a fun game we like to play, guys. Everybody can chime in on this. We have Nick on the phone as well, and you can also... we got people calling in on the show. Let's see who we have here really quick. Hello, welcome to the show. Who's this?
Hello.
Hello there. Can you hear me okay?
How are you?
I'm good. Who's
How are you?
I can't hear that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
My name's Stuart Hallett.
Hey, Stuart. Thanks for calling in. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Marshall, Maine.
From Maine. Great.
Stuart
Well,
Hallett.
is there anything you want to ask the Flowbot? I mean, the Floodhounds? I was called you Flowbots. I swear to God. I'm sorry.
Marshall, Maine.
Oh, we got a weird loop going on. Hey, Stuart, call right back.
Infinity loop.
It is. It's weird. It's
what
like
is
we're
going on, man?
I'm sorry about that, Stuart. I think we're in some sort of like time loop or something with the phone system. That's the weirdest thing. Could you hear that conversation coming back again?
Bizarre. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was quite unique, actually. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
No.
It was just like looping in a very...
That's a new first for us.
Okay, someone from Maine?
Yeah. They have phones in Maine. Who knew?
Who knew?
Okay, so we're going to play Guess the Crime. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Nick down just a little bit because it's creating that weird echo for a second. Okay, so how this works, guys, is I'm going to put a face of a criminal up on our screen here, and just by looking at his face, you have to try to guess what he did to land himself in jail. You guys like the idea of this? Is this fun or what? Okay.
Fantastic.
All right, here we go. All right, we're going to put this guy up here. You can have a look at this fella here. In fact, let me make this nice and big really quick. We're gonna make it full screen for you guys.
Oh yeah, you got to get the full effect.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, have a look at this gentleman.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's lovely, isn't he?
Oh yes, yes.
Okay. All right, so he's from East Troy, Wisconsin is where he's from. So on it, and you guys guess what you think this guy did just based upon his appearance.
Well, based upon his appearance. Well, let's see. What is that color exactly? No, puce is like a pink, so that's not puce. What is that? Puke? What would you call that? Let's see. I'm talking about fashion crime, first and foremost.
All right, just what do you think he did to land himself in jail?
Thinking.
And you can also comment on our wall if you guys are watching.
I'm going to let our friends in the UK go first because I'm thinking about it.
He looks like a buried alive kind of
Yeah.
type of person. Something creepy, no doubt.
He is a creeper.
Yeah, he's definitely a creeper, and he doesn't take a shower because his hair's all greasy.
It looks like he's got someone locked in his basement. That's for sure.
Definitely rubs its lotion on its skin.
Like he drives a rape van around or something?
Oh, God.
Spray painted ice cream on the side of the van.
Right?
Yeah.
35 cents. All right.
Let's get Nick up here really quick.
I'm going to say it was a barroom brawl.
Nick, what do you think this guy got arrested for?
Or drink driving, or drink something to do with drinking and robbery, man. He looks that type.
Drinking and
I'm
robbery.
saying drinking as well. It had to do with drinking, and he didn't get his money right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, he got into a fight with his wife.
Ew, he has a wife?
That's the worst part, right? I mean, you start off with, this guy has a wife. So this guy's getting into a fight with his wife because the wife caught him looking at adult content online.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah, imagine that. And so they got into this big old thing about how the relationship was lacking and so forth. And so when the police caught up to him, he told her, says, well, if I'm not going to be using it, I may as well just shoot it off. And at that point, he went into another room and he fired a gun 4 times. And
and did he shoot it off?
Well, he missed.
What did he hit instead?
He must have been using blanks.
Yeah, he was shooting blanks.
Oh, Nick.
So anyway, he was arrested on multiple charges, obviously shooting a gun inside the house. And and also he had consumed a 12-pack of beer, so there's always that.
Oh,
and
the beer.
Yeah. So, but what got him arrested ultimately was firing the weapon in the house there. And
well, perhaps if he showered, and maybe used some shampoo. And where's this guy from?
Troy, Michigan. East Troy, Michigan.
That's why you can't use the water in Michigan.
No,
that's why he looks so ugly, because the water burns.
It's true. People actually are switching out beer for water in Michigan.
It is.
It's
no,
cleaner
seriously.
and better for you.
Because our government has nothing better to do than have a Cheerio sit in the White House and not give water to our citizens. So they rather drink beer and then, of course, look at porn, which leads, of course, their wives to have them shoot themselves in bedrooms.
Yeah.
And that's America.
Have you guys ever been over here?
No.
Oh, you got to come visit. It is a joy. It is a treat.
That was an endorsement, was it?
That's what I was just saying.
It was great.
She actually runs the Tourism Guide for America, just so you know. So she puts that on the
just
pamphlets.
today, just in this instant, just for the man in Michigan, just for this interview.
Right.
Didn't make it in the end.
So, I'm sorry?
We once got an offer to play a gig in New York for a festival, but we couldn't make it in the end because it was just so much money just to come over for one gig. But we'll save up for next time.
Yeah.
Aww.
Well, I have a feeling you guys are going to do really well. In fact,
I don't think you're going to have to save up at all.
Before we get out of here, if you don't mind, I'd like to play your song again. I'll play that fun video because a lot of people just started watching. In case you're wondering, we have the Floodhounds right here on our screen, and you guys from Sheffield, England.
And I'm not kidding. I really, discovering your music, I love what you do, and I really want to share the other videos as well. And I think that I'm going to do that. I think that throughout this week, I'm going to probably put those other videos up because, man, I mean, he sent me that one video. I didn't, like I said, I didn't really have time last week. I listened. I sent it to my cousin Brian, who is like, he loves Arctic Monkeys and he loves the White Stripes and he loves all the people I love. And it's like, when I heard you guys, I'm like, that's it. Brian has got to hear this. And I'm just in love. So thank you so much for sharing your talent.
And also, I want to say thanks again to Nick Skur with Nick's music promo over there in the Isle of Wight there in England. And Nick, you always bring these awesome bands to the show.
You have great
taste. And introduce us to them. So
that's brilliant, man.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Awesome.
Yeah, I can hear you fine, yeah.
There we go.
As I say, thank you once again for being a great host, man, and helping expose these talented musicians.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Please. We
Yeah.
need more.
Yeah, that's one thing that's great about this show is we've been in radio for like 20 years, and coming off the radio and going to this online platform, it's really cool to be able to give people like the Floodhounds and a number of other artists a little bit more of a platform to be seen and heard and seen over and over again. So it's always great to have that, and you guys have so much talent. I know you're going to do big things. I mean, there's
Cheers.
yeah.
I'm just like I said, I'm really honored. Thank you so much.
Right. So
I really appreciate it. This is we've never done an interview over Skype in another country before.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Oh
Isn't
my
that something?
gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, great. Now I'm going to get emotional. Oh.
are you really?
Yeah.
And what's funny is it's this country.
US of A.
Woohoo! All right. Well, no walls here. We are open to everybody
Isn't it
on the show.
awesome?
I want to our next. Now we haven't Skyped yet from Australia, but we've talked to people on the phone from
Right.
Australia. I'd like to do something with
But you
Australia.
see
at
how
some point.
wonderful this
This
is.
is no, it's really cool because we can do
Because there
this.
is no walls and there is nothing. There's nothing to hold anybody back from
Really
just being
not.
friends and being
Yeah,
just
yeah.
cool. And
Yeah.
I love it. I think
Yeah.
this is awesome.
No, it's super cool. So before we go, we're going to wrap the show up here. We have the Floodhounds right here, and if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm going to play their video again for them and for you guys, and they can find you at floodhounds.com. Yeah?
I'm going to put all the stuff
Yeah.
up.
And where are you guys playing again coming up soon?
The Troubadour in London.
3rd
There
of
you
June.
go.
All right. How much are the tickets for that show anyway, if I want to buy like the cheap tickets? Do you know?
8 English pounds.
18?
8 pounds.
8 English pounds.
8 English pounds. That's
8
not.
English.
All right. So how many pounds is that here in the United States? Because my cat weighs like 8 pounds.
That's like $12 or
So
something.
is that like the same as our pounds? Is
I
it
don't know.
heavy? Do I need a bag for that?
No, 8 pounds English is somewhere between $5 and $50 American. I don't know. I can't.
5 or 50. How much do I weigh then?
Yeah, we're great at bad
Yeah,
jokes.
it just gets really
All right,
stupid
we're going to
after
shut up
that.
and play the video. You guys, thank you so much for being on the show again, and call us and we'll have you on again anytime. It'd be great to we've got new music and stuff.
Thank you
always.
for your time. I know it's like, really hard to do this. So thank you so much.
Thank
No
you.
worries. Thanks a lot.
You bet. You guys, this is the Floodhounds with Dave and Anona live on YouTube and Facebook, and check it out. Here you go.
Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Get a hold of yourself, it's not a lot, but it's the safest way down and the only way out for now. 'Cause I've been here before, always stuck on repeat. Tried to walk out the door, but you caught me and I'm taking my time. Who knows what I'll find? I won't leave you behind, 'cause I know it's alright now. I wanna know, why can't you sleep at night? I wanna know why you're losing your appetite. I wanna know why you think that it's all alright. I wanna know what you're thinking, there's nowhere to hide. I wanna know. I can see through the fog, but I know that you're there. You were lost in the dark, but I found you now. I'm taking my time, yeah, who knows what I'll find. I won't leave you behind, 'cause I know it's alright now. I wanna know, why do you feel this way? I wanna know how to make it seem all okay. I wanna know why you're not you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Now you know what you want, you don't know what you got. Now you know